is Atsi on the KO now.
Yeah, straight into things. We'll have to see how this shakes down. Already noting a little bit of information here. TS deciding it's time to commit early enough in this. Doesn't want to risk anything. There's information being found on the other side of the map. 3 players going for a walkout here. And that's been met. That's going to be seen. That's going to be relayed.
And the fault line will come in response. Tempered aggression for the time being. Gen G will peel away. Aspas, though, going to get a little curious towards B site.
Does he get the timing on this, do you think? I guess they need
Doesn't look like Gen
contact
G.
or something,
Yeah, they're going to tuck themselves in here, just playing off each other's contact. But it is only Aspas here. As I say that, Gen G are starting to drift a little deeper on A site. I think Atsi on the back of that knife invested towards drop. Nope, Pico's going to find the contact here.
I'm still waiting to see if Aspas gets any value from this. It's down to 30 seconds now. The patience.
He's heard the steps here from TS.
Okay, that's 1, but there is still a second. And they're going for the
He
double
slipped
pump.
the net.
They're coming right back around. It's on Meteor, basically. Oh my word, the shoulder peak was enough. He was able to back away from this, and that shorty's going to send him packing. Aspas down to 24 HP, 13 seconds, and they're being denied. The Spike might have issues on the site now. They're trying to flood on through. Meteor trying to play his life. 7 seconds, and it's going to be denied. Massive work coming out from Gen G.
Great cleanup from Gen G, honestly, with how the timing of Aspas getting away. I think Atsi with his teammates trying to make sure that he can absolutely find value. Again, of course, it's a shorty he's facing off against in tower. Look like they're setting up to clear up Dish fairly proactively. Nobody on the side of Loud over on that north side of the map. No contact in A main either.
I quite like how proactive Gen G are being in this one so far. Really enjoying the fact they're actually trying to clear space, take partial control somewhere, work back through. Very diligent play. Spike has made the side, so Loud at least going to get themselves a plant in this. But the amount of utility that Gen G can come back in with is going to be almost insurmountable.
Yeah, the problem being Gen G have looked fairly solid on some of these retakes. This was considered. There was absolutely no hint of a peak coming out from anybody. Happy to give away this plant. Reliant on their ability to get back onto site here.
And they've made it on pretty cleanly. Yeah, lovely. Now, can anything really deny this now? A little bit of utility still left in play for Loud to try and maybe just be disruptive, but the amount of bodies there is simply massive. Loud actually doing so much damage. Diffuse. Still going to be the end part of this tale.
They've drawn blood, though.
We miss out on certain aspects. There are, we currently don't have some of the HUD in play. So
I'm sure the buy is good going into round 3. Loud should be sitting pretty right now.
Bear with us if we're saying some mad stuff, but we should be seeing the reward of that work coming here.
Meteor once again, see that stinger on the on his back. Actually, Gen G looking to get very proactive in this round 3. And actually, Eco's found one.
The flash was so good, but they couldn't quite get on the second. Sadak still, some having so many just extra lives to run through.
It looked like a ton of damage on the second as well. Yeah, actually, yes, Sadak gonna be licking his wounds, peeling away from B main now. But Gen G feel as if they're going to catch the timing on this rotation. King has to slow things down with the fragment. He's tagged up, 77 HP. Knife back in 3 seconds, so could reveal this setup.
Oh, there it is. It decides. I was a little more worried about Sand, but they're not quite that far out. But what a snap from TS. Now starting to sweat in this. King still on the site. Trying to locate Aspas.
That's huge.
First. Aspas down.
Spike's in the doorway still. Tui's.
Maybe he can get the drop on one, but they've got to start questioning it at some point.
I mean, it's 30 seconds. He has to commit to this flank now.
And I love this readjust though from Gen G, just getting
Secrets
close by.
Further.
Really nice. Like that, playing smart together. And there it is, contact made. Now you can see this is almost impossible. King spotted. And then this time, it's all about time. 13 seconds, and eventually we'll see that flank even coming back on in. It's King doing wonders now for Gen G. Really nice responses here.
And that will break the bank for Loud.
Go back in now. Need to have a little wake-up call here for Loud. 3 on the trot. Just farming at the moment. Actually going to pop the ult. Feels the pressure coming in, and rightly so. There are plenty more players to follow. Lovely from Meteor. Sends him right on back down. A second attempt at this. Couldn't quite keep the control here. Now King's on a little bit of an island, overwhelmed. Loud making a good go of this, but that ult, Mike, could be huge.
Secret actually found Sadak on the drift out there from that orbital strike. Cowan Zine, very tacked up. Has to peel away from this. Nobody towards A site right now, but you can already see the preemptive rotation coming through as the spike will make its way towards Ditch. I think actually, on the back of Loud cutting sound, might find themselves in a favorable position here. A 3v2 granted to Gen G.
Yeah, Secret's time.
Beautiful,
Oh.
beautiful from Secret.
I was so worried about that. If that was mistimed slightly, but it wasn't. Time to perfection, and now they don't have the same sort of space. And they're already considering that doubling back around, but you can see it being read, being worked through TS, noting the player who's tried to secure this B site. Spike on the way, but 20 seconds. If there's anything disruptive, if Too Easy falls too quickly, it's maybe out of reach. 13 seconds. Spike gonna go down. And Too Easy gonna try and do some quick damage.
Big
Actually
kill.
paid off. Gets to fall away from this. Calzine only on 10 HP though.
Rolling Thunder now
TS
as well.
held back. They need to make this work for themselves. And he's going to make the most of it. Oh, what a shot from TS.
Cowanzine's on 10 HP.
Calzine, 1v2. Got to play this to perfection. No less will do it. Spots a barrel, spots a player, gets a kill. 1v1 now, TS. You're not
He's
gonna
sticking
do
it.
You're not going to do it, but the crowd. This
He's
is a different
sticking
game.
it.
This is a different game. There's a crowd in here. They're going to make noise, and Calzine knows it.
And so at the final moment here, TS trying to get away with a little daylight robbery with that Red Bull clutch. What is this shot from TS?
Unbelievable. No right to start hitting those sort of shots. Calzine, too aware to fall for that sort of business. Very diligent. Frustration as well being shown now. Let me go back in. Aggression being the name of the game, though. Aspas instantly being tested here.
An absolute chaos outside here and Loud. I'm unsure really how to approach this. Guess we'll find one. Again, it's trades back and forth.
Yeah, Spike is down. We are into a 3v3. Sadak. See Meteor. And then she gets it. Lovely work, Sadak. Huge value in this round. His remaining player has to respect this now and fall away.
Yeah, 15 HP. Try and hold on to the rifle. I don't think anyone from Loud's going to be hunting him down, obviously with concern of a couple of players not being able to purchase into the next. That'll be the second on the board for Loud. Sadak still sitting on that showstopper.
I'm thoroughly enjoying the impact, though, Sadak has been having throughout this series now, seeming like that's going to come into... Going to be a little stretched. But this is the Sadak moment for me that really stood out. Again, just securing the round. There was an opportunity there for Gen G. I guess the ults as well, really to ensure safety in this. On the other side, pistols. They do have that rifle on King, so see what he can achieve with that. Yes, Neon ult too, so a little bit to play with here.
There's north side crunch immediately, but Aspas able to find a kill on the backside
Beautiful,
of it. Doubles down
beautiful.
onto it.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered there. Remove that hero rifle that could have potentially done a little bit more damage. Very few opportunities now for Meteor to try and be disruptive to this round. The last players are down to those pistols, really. So again, this one looking sewn up here. Off the back of Aspas with a lovely double. Removing King. Did have that Vandal, I believe, brought forward.
Well navigated here to make sure Meteor finds nothing with that showstopper. Again, the awareness. Slip through on the other side of things. Cowanzine to fall in this round. Meteor trying to get a little cheeky with it, but Ansi will find two. Les finally trading it out.
Kind of nice.
So we'll draw blood, force out a couple of repurchases.
Yep.
As Loud will tie things up 3 apiece. Again, some of these ultimates still available. I mean, with Aspas finding seemingly 2 freebies on the way in, or with minimal and the lockdown. Interestingly enough, we're going to see Meteor toying with the idea of an operator.
Oh. I wouldn't be massively opposed to it, but
as
yeah.
I've just said that. Well, I mean, again, if you had a jet here, anticipate some of this aggression on the side of Loud.
Certainly an option. And Aspas on the other side, going to get a lot of attention early on, draw a lot of that utility out. Actually remains unscathed, quite surprisingly. Going to continue forward, and it looks like they actually want to commit to this fully. Yeah, Loud making no secrets of this one. And well, you can see as to why Meteor is deleted off the site, but a quick trade for Secret. Comes back through, it's too easy. These are back and forth frags, but the site will be under control for Loud. That's the pawn coming in, and my eyes instantly drift towards Les. What can he achieve in this position? Just securing any of that drop down, any of those areas that could have been a threat, but potentially King could be exploring. And
King's got a couple of flashes to work with, but he's actually found one on site. Cowanzine's going to fall, so now he can flash himself out.
Yeah, turn though, nice. Really good work from Les, very diligent. The pressure from the Neon. And yeah, brilliance from Les here, just falling away, making him work for it, buying precious seconds. The door shuts in his face, and the round goes to Loud, and making no secrets of that round there, Mike. That was quite, headstrong.
Looking towards Meteor and Eco here. And actually gets a double dip on this, but now down to 14 HP. Has to respect it. And this fight for B main, back and forth. Gen G happy to dip their toes.
There's a finite amount they can do that, and I think Meteor, the cusp was 10 HP. Did get that second opportunity, as you noted. But looking at the other side of the map here, already space being taken over by A, so quite the indicator, but I guess still being very diligent of potentially the pressure coming through by Dish. But as we note, it is going to be that B piece by all accounts for now. And well, the timing's gorgeous. Aspas again, formidable on these approaches, finding those instantaneous picks. Smokes now going up as well, securing safety on that cross for the side plant.
Good flash though, actually the swing out, not going to find anything worse. Yes, does get one. King gets 2 though. Less than Sadak will fall.
There's still, there's a huge chance that spots him. How does he do that? How has Too Easy just found that kill? Scrappy, close, but certainly no cigar. Loud going to consider their options.
Yeah, they have to put a stop to this run. Loud now up to 5 rounds unanswered. What is that? King finding a perfect lineup there on the back of the flash. It's difficult, some of the things we're seeing, Gen finding value off some of these crunches. Early on at least. The flash over the top.
But it's a split this time. You can still see Loud not over committing towards that B piece. To be fair, they haven't even been doing that before, but still committing 2 players to it this time rather than one just kind of lingering around, making sure that push doesn't find too much value. This is about as far as it gets before the side hit comes in.
Loud are so good at probing though and figuring out exactly who is playing where. Also, they note King's flash early on. They've now noted Secret's position. They would have noted Eco off the stun as well. King tucked all the way into spawn here. You can see the cross onto site.
Les
can't see it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely tunnel vision towards the push back through, but they, again, Gen G sitting purely for retakes here. This is...
Yeah, playing off this orbital strike maybe? It's not there to deny plant. Maybe holding for the lockdown, I'm not sure.
Potentially, but still would have to really work for that. They do have 1 player towards the site. Now trying to clear towards tower, does it. That's a big objective achieved here on the checklist of the retake, but now you have to disrupt the players sitting deep on the other side. Rolling Thunder going to come through. Ooh, Meteor deleted. They're going to sit on this spike. No one's moving them just yet. Still, no one moving. There we go. Finally, the shot comes in. Got a little too close for comfort there.
I was going to say, the timing on that smoke dropping was going to be crucial because Gen G...
Are they going to?
I mean, Secret's down at 1,500, so it would be 4 weapons max. What is that shot?
Lovely.
What was that from Therese?
these players certainly looking more and more comfortable on the stage here.
Another pinch towards the north, potentially. Actually, no, Eco slipped through into underpass. Might catch Aspas here. The timing on that flash was perfect. I think Eco just missed him on that cross towards the box. Hang on, Sadak's already out.
So far out, what? And King's still finding that is ridiculous. But the fact that he got so far out by Sand without being checked on, tell me how. But Genji responding massively. All players now drawn over. They're trying to retake the space and they're going to be catching him completely unawares. The spray's done enough for less. And those shots are hitting. And now the 1v1. Aspas against Meteor. A minute to play with him. Plenty of mind games if they want it. And a drastic outgun in favor of Aspas here. Meteor has to respect this amount of space.
He's not got the read.
Certainly does not.
Aspas has swapped out to a rifle as well. You get the free plant. Well, Meteor's actually going to retrieve an upgrade here before he goes for this retake. He's not. No utility.
Where's he going for? What's happening, Aspas? Man, this guy is so clean with it. Wow.
It's going to be one.
Yeah,
and it's not going to be that layered utility, you know. Eco playing off the flash somewhere from Secret. Become even more concerned about the finances once again. Round 11. Not an awful lot left behind this purchase. Ultimate's just about creeping back online for Gen G. But will that be the saving grace if they lose this one? They're staring down the 9-3 half.
They are. Curse or not. Ooh, Secret's seen a whole lot here. But again, the amount of space Sadak's finding, but they already expect this to an extent. Oh, but the shoulder check just gives Sadak even more capability here. Pressured though, can't make it away. Secret quells that aggression, but note where the spike's going. It's all down to one, and King has a finite amount of time to play with. Yeah, done for. Loud just running rings around them right now.
Both players coming across from bridge. Meteor and Secret, both ultimates available. Tui's looking to greet them on the way in here, finds the first. His third on the round. Can Secret respond here?
Just hit the one shot, he'll be fine. Secret, he's done, he's dead. Loud stretching their lead here. And Gen G defiant on map one.
Bridge.
Yeah.
I think anticipated maybe that very aggression towards the typical points that Gen G have gravitated.
I don't know if they're going to be rewarded for it, but absolutely a correct call. Yeah, no reward this time, but it's only the early round that they've invested towards it, so now starting to begin that exploration mission as a whole pack, as 5 players.
Yeah, that's just King here. I mean, yes, TS is jump spotting from spawn, but not in a position to play a complementary angle from this. We'll note the aftershock at least. That will pull Meteor very quickly this direction, but Sadak, he's got a showstopper now.
Yeah, and he's going to just let that rip take as much space as possible, push through, makes a bit of meal of it there, and now has to hold this one. And he's not alone, he's not even needing the backup. Finally going to have to call that into effect. Meteor, big shot comes in as well. Denies Calzine. Spike still down, and a meal made of that too. This is not clean at all. Loud, put through the paces, now just one alive in a 1v4. What can he do with this? So many bodies in the way, and it's Diffuse ain't stopping. Gen G, it's a lifeline, and it ain't much, but it's 4-8.
The one you least expect them to pull off. Again, it's actually greeting that aggression. Wow. Yeah. F's in chat for Boombot.
All right, let's see if there is any fight left in Gen G here, because once again, this is elimination if it does get lost.
Whoa!
What a start! Diving in head first, taken down to Loud, left to 3 players, and the pinch is everywhere. Calzine's still going to walk away with at least something, but still looking at this, they've won everything they wanted here.
It's less than 2 E's to try and recover this pistol round.
That's his position.
Oh,
Meteor. Okay.
Good off there on the swing.
Hold on.
And Secret's tagged up.
Make a believer out of me in this round, Loud. And oh no. Oh my god, that was so close. And now just a 1v2. This is so much for less though. He still has a turret, he's still got a little bit to work with. Utility on the side is there, but he doesn't know what's clear and what's not. Only noting one player. Potentially even seeing the foot there, but that player in CT is an issue. Pod's not really for it, but can be made to be a nuisance with just that.
Of course, Secret nearly fallen into the turret. He's 3 HP.
Sheesh. The time though, Mike, dwindling. Still doing so much work. You can't say he's not trying, but Gen.G maybe giving us a game here. First round in the second half.
I said it's looking good already. That flash was
Look
perfectly
at
timed
that.
here.
Beautiful.
Again, Meteor to follow up here in this double duelist composition. Played to perfection here. How many pieces do we see from Gen.G just like that? Do we see an optic approach, the rinse and repeat?
Yeah, yeah. And it's just pace. It's all in pace. And this takes bravery. This is hard to do when you had 4 rounds to your name, but now look towards Dish. There's so many come flooding on out, and Gen.G mopping them all up. Lovely, lovely stuff. No threats to be made of that. Yes, they lose 1, but that's fine. That should be good for nothing here. The door should be shut in the face. There should be 6. And Gen.G teeing themselves up as best they can, by all rights, to try and close this gap. It's not over yet.
Fairly polarized. You think about it, obviously we're talking about the Nat. Just carrying 5,400 into this, or I guess they're just going to run it down again.
The speed at which they're going, and the trades are quite good. Looking for that next layer of damage. Sadak is teed up for success, but could only get, I think, 1, but he did do a lot of damage. Look at King, look at Meteor, and Secret, even a little bit of chip damage there as well.
So we should have, again, with the lack of smokes here, information on the cross. Well, he has to now. The double flank coming through.
Yeah, you're right.
From Les and Aspas. A little bit behind the curve here, but King, 21 HP.
That flash. Oh, Les saving Aspas there for sure. And Meteor being given nothing. Look at Too Easy sitting so deep towards CT. Aspas going through over by Sand. So many angles to worry about, and the time's starting to dwindle. Need to hold on to this great isolated pick, but the denial on the ult now. Secret in trouble. Spectre, player left, player right. Which one can he go to? It doesn't matter. Aspas made it there in time. The fuse going to come in and loud. Yes, lost out in some numbers there, but they will make it up to 9 now on the board.
2 rifles to carry across from this. We have to scrape something together.
Yeah.
Decent progress towards some of these ultimates as well, but actually, Loud almost edging them out in this first ult cycle. It's so crucial that Meteor's showstopper gets shut down there. So I think the fault line actually connected onto Aspas. Yes, he dashed out. Potential there for him to isolate something with a showstopper. Big info here from King. This time not really seeing that death ball approach from Gen.G.
No, I don't mind a pace change. Coming in, hitting the brakes a little bit, knowing that you've got a little bit more utility maybe to try and work through, see if they can get some of that down. Temper some of that pace that we've been seeing, and it is very, very patient, waiting for the other 2 to get over to the other side of things. Maybe start working towards tower, probably a little bit of pressure here and there. It's how patient allowed in this. That's contact. This could spur on this approach. Let's see if King and co are ready. Yeah, they absolutely are. Beheads Sadak and falls away from this. Does have support systems in place. This was all to try and bait that attention, maybe see if they would commit to that further aggression on A-Hall.
The timing was an absolute tragedy there for Loud. King close enough to get ahead of that flash. Remove Sadak. Going Z now, 25 seconds to that fault line. So can't really slow this down, but he's actually gone aggressive. He got the first, but he caught the flash. TS will find the trade.
They've still got a number up to the good, and the smokes will be able to cover this. Clearing towards the site, there's no one there, we can see that. They still have to be a little bit careful, and up and above, one will be looking. That's too easy, maybe considering an attempt, having a little bit of a peek towards it. Aspas can be coming around by Dish. But how do we disrupt this post plant? So difficult. Too easy, not being gifted too much here. 2 on the site still.
TS still got that molly as well, so can play this pretty late. She's all the way in spawn set up for it.
Very difficult to do this, because even just addressing that back line, they've done the best they can, but they still need to get past TS's molly. That's probably been sent out into play now, and he needs to get there fast. Meteor still holding the ground. He's going to be doing well towards 1, but the molly burning. Going to get it towards halfway, but lose life. And now the 1v2, Aspas. Can he be the hero this round? No! Gen.G still with depth, still with players, and still with life in them yet.
Storm, no showstopper. She won away from the showstopper and the rolling thunder. I said the timing on the molly coming through here just to apply a little more pressure. There's things like that as well, with the lack of a sentinel here. to have somebody in the back lines, that safety net for Gen G.
7-9 now. Does Gen G have it in him? They got the dog in him right now. Oh my word, Sadak with the judge still actually catches Meteor. They aren't going down just yet, but the pressure is so quickly mounting. Echo wants to burst through this, but there's the flash finally. Too easy. No problem for him. The volley goes in, but it's quick, and it is just chaotic at the moment. Leaving it back down to a 2v2. Spikes on the side with the flank via watch. TS, big pick towards Sadak. But now, look at the HP remaining. King was vulnerable, but he had his knight in tow. TS there to keep him safe on the site. Getting close now, Loud feeling that pressure again. The ult cycle hitting perfectly for them now, though. Could not ask for a better look here, just missing out on Aspas's, but still so much to bring into this down for Loud. So, and you can see just the scoreboard. Gen G have been absolutely step by step bringing this game back. The pace has been fatal, and Aspas going to get the first bit of contact. Quick glance towards Arcade, but is he willing to deal with the 3 players? Still has a chance on it. Meteor, belting start, takes down Aspas, and the site is there. The pace is unrelenting from Gen G, and so are the frags. Less is gone, we're down to 3. So few opportunities. Mike, this is absolutely nuts. Gen G have just kicked up a gear.
They're about to break the economy even further and keep 5 standing. Yes, ultimate's available for Loud, but they don't even get a chance in this round.
Oh.
TS has found another 2Es. We'll find a consolation.
That's all it is, though.
That's all it is. Has to tuck his tail between his legs.
Because the money was looking weak as well.
I mean, he will bring this across. Can't remember off the top of my head if Aspas will have the Blade Storm here. Pretty sure Sadak had the showstopper.
Everyone else had everything apart from Aspas, so I am curious if that was enough. Didn't quite note it before.
Could be something to work with, but this is 9 apiece now. TS will find his 3rd.
They're struggling here, Mike, to find the answer to this aggression. It's that pace.
No Sentinel, they had to commit to this. And they're winning out some key engagements. Meteor finds the first hit, doubles down as well. Him and Eco, this dynamic duo on the duel list.
Really nice. Still high spirits for Loud. Not worried just yet, but this one could be. You start to get a little, okay, they still have map 3 if they need it, but you wouldn't want to go there. They just simply do not have the answers right now to what Gen G are bringing, at least on this half. Oh, is there for King as well. So really going through the motions this time, Gen G trying to give themselves that next layer too if they get the opportunity to bring it in. Because we know that Loud have all those opportunities in the round following, round 20. But they are not out of the woods just yet. Sheriffs galore, and actually players in the right place for this if they do go for this A hit.
One smoke deployed. Gen G stacked up outside it right now, but the read from Loud is spot on.
Very good. Very
Blade Storm
good.
popped for Aspas.
71 HP in a dream to make this one work. Sight already in question, but Sadak's going to find one. Now the cross gets brought in as well. They are making this so difficult to hit that cross. The shot, Aspas, desperate for it, tries his best and he can't do it. King's ult takes away the knives, puts them back in the pocket, and King carries this round forward for Gen G. Let's now a 1v3, and that Sheriff can only do so much. Rifles aren't really close by, there's no weapon to pick up, and King supreme in this round.
Say it once again, Gen G are playing phenomenal Valorant on their journey here. Another big round, still got these ultimates
Like
in the back pocket of Loud.
Yeah.
This is Aspas actually now onto the operator.
Glass cannon too.
Yep.
Oh my, and I'm looking at the setup here. It may be brought into punish Aspas. This is so dangerous. Meteor!
He was creeping onto the angle.
How did he see him on that angle? So fine.
It must have been an elbow or something protruding. And Meteor will punish. A man advantage once again.
That glass cannon shattered, and we look towards A. Already made that progress towards it. Already got that foot in the doorway almost here.
The King and TS are so deep on this already.
So he's just going to be sat so far back. Yeah, the smoke's there, but it doesn't really matter. They can still burst through that. It's not slowing them down at all. Perfect sight, take 5 alive.
But look at the retake ability here for Loud.
There it is.
The stun will come through. Secret will die to that.
Gone. But now we look at the post-plant positioning. Rolling Thunder coming in. The next one looking pretty much on the chopping block was King. Follow-up needed from Sadak. He's doing it alone if he has to. They put everything into the round. And Loud digging their heels in. They don't want to let it get to 11. One man stands and it may be too little too late, but that cost them everything they had.
We had to stabilize on the back of that as well. 3 will survive. Not sure exactly how the funds will sit, but should be able to spread.
Yeah, that was the round that you had to suffer through, right? It felt like an inevitability that was going. Yeah, look at that. Just, you were absolutely right. Just an elbow. And
but that's where the glass cannon.
Yeah, it happens. It's the risk you take, right? And you'll probably take it again to allow this round to happen. But Sadak heroics here. In my mind, up in the pocket. But now can they replicate without? Gen G up until this point have been above and beyond, exceeding, and the pace again.
Big pace change. A wide open B site here. We'll get a free plant. Only a lick of damage done to King on the way in here. I think the smoke is. Yes, has found the first. Kawanzin will swing, but he will fall.
Look at this, it's so bloodied on the way in, it's not clean at all. Now Loud, at least clawing onto this round. First time we've seen resilience, and that's passed for the freebie somewhat. Secret goes down as quick as it was. And now the two, King and TS, the King and his knight right now, denying on the tap. That's gonna buy a couple more seconds. Switching out to the rifle.
Quite a lot of time though. Still a fragment here from King.
But can he even implement this? You can see they're trying to take the fight on a King, could be good for one. Wait a second, Diffuse still gonna be coming in. Has to deny, and he's done it! Gen G! It's King leading the way with the Red Bull clutch.
Another example of that smoke. Beautiful pace change. They know that Loud are feeling the pressure now.
Look at this. Buying the time perfectly. Playing it so well. I am so impressed with King here. Some real pivotal rounds coming out from him. This is what brings up the question though. Loud, they depended on all of those ults before. That's what got them that break in this trend. Look at the rounds as they were going.
They had to invest everything just to stop that momentum of Gen G. And now they're in a position where they almost have to concede towards the 12th. Gen G will find map point, bar any heroics.
Sure, there's always a chance something crazy will happen, someone pulls off something out of this world, but by all accounts, we are looking like map 3 could be on the cards here. 12th round, feeling very likely. King could be in a world of trouble here, cresting this corner. Does actually get away, just evading a paint shell that could have been disastrous in the repeak. Yeah, death of Kawanzin, tries to make something of it, but keep in mind we have classics, they have frenzies, it's not much, and the diligence from Gen G is pretty on the money. I don't think they're going to fall to any of these real errors that could cost them this, and look straight to B. No stress, no problems, no threats here really found.
That's not, I was going to say, that's not going to be able to do too much about this plant.
Perfect.
Spike noted now, and these smokes
seconds.
are about to expire.
They got to make a move on this one. Gen G, though, so quick at answering
Look at the response.
back. It is drilled. 12 to 10. One more round, and Gen G unlock map.
Closest ultimates being the Showstopper, the Lockdown, the Blade Storm. Gen G, nothing left in that regard. Again, the way they're playing fundamentally, excelling here on Fracture. Not having to rely on some of those things, honestly.
No.
These executes have been so precise. Aspas gets a shot at it, but
It was a chance.
Nico managing to avoid that one.
Do they continue on? Noting that operator early.
Is this an orb farm round for Gen G? Oh, Sadak overstepping the mark a little bit. Deep control towards tree here. Kawanzin will be the second layer to this. Tui's up on site, but Aspas already made his way towards B site.
They might need an Aspas round here.
This is key. The operator was noted towards drop, but a deep position from Eco is probably going to read this rotation.
Need one of these players.
The secret faking with that
There's
fault
the
line.
fake.
Yeah.
They're gonna, they have to respect it. Oh, they fell for this hook, line, and sinker. Now at some point they will question where these players are, and there it is. That's where the penny's gonna drop, that this is all but a ruse, all but a fate, and Kawanzin gonna find TS. Okay, dealing a little with it. What? Beautiful work, allowed. Maybe in the final hour, but they're still King. finding two, popping the O. He wants this round, he wants this map done. 25 seconds, and he needs the support. Echo's the one who's in the other side of the map. Has to come over. Aspas gonna find him, and now it's just down to one. 15 seconds, and it's not gonna happen. Aspas with heroics, taking them to 11.
Stepping up once again, and we've credited how precise.
We haven't really seen something like that before. There
I
it
can't
was.
believe it. TS has had a fantastic map here. 25 and 15 for Gen G.
Huge.
But it's that tiny mistake, and Aspas will punish and find 3 here with the operator.
Gen G pumping the brakes. It's their timeout being called. Do you go back to the basics of what was working? These B set pieces, those A hits that have been gorgeous. Less on the site though. Can they deal with it this time? Gen G knocking on the door. And it will be the fight won by less. That's a difference maker. Oh, the showstopper! TS down. Rifle found. And Gen G in tatters. OT calling. We ain't no way are we done in this one yet. Oh, they've got the fight in them still, and Meteor in a 1v4. He just knows this is all but done, and this is going to be OT calling. Loud, giving us a game.
And it's so key, the awareness there from Les, to read that. So many different examples of it. Again, this pinch, the immediate response coming out from A-Main. The showstopper finds value, and Cow and Zine, once again, that second layer to this aggression for Loud.
That's going to be
that
heartbreaking.
Safety net behind the duelist, Lauren.
That's going to be so hard for Gen G mentally, though. Because you think they did all that hard work technically, right? The technical confidence again. Maybe they've got the theory, the method that works.
The pendulum swings again.
Look at the base, though. There's no fear being shown from Gen G. They are playing like their lives are on the line. And they absolutely are on the line, but Les is aware of it. The flashes back and forth, fully blind. Gen G breaking in with two. Too easy, and let's go down. And now the 3v3, Aspas needs to make a run for it. Get out of danger. Plant coming in. This will now be time on the side of Loud.
The hell was that? It was a 5-man push all the way into tree. Aspas now trying to hold down the 4.
King!
But Sadak is absolutely slapped by King.
Mirrored almost in approach now. The last two gonna have to make it through by A-Main. You've got Aspas and Calzine on the other side. Spike taking knife back up in 3, but it's the shot from Aspas. Oh, he just battered them down.
Blow for blow, Lauren. It's so
Gen
tree
G
bush.
push. Come on.
But it's another
Oh,
round
my
that Loud
word.
are just absolutely on point with this reactive gameplay. It's so fluid. They're always in a position to capitalize. Always.
We're gonna find out.
But that same piece once again towards B. Les will feel the pressure.
Can he play it live? Yes, he can. 1-for-1 trade. This time Meteor closer by, though. So he will have the site with safety. A plant should be next in line, which it is. And now we look at the post plant. Far more dedicated towards the site this time as well.
TS playing disconnected, so he's definitely got something cooking with that molly. Still got the fragment. Secret should get some utility back.
Big.
TS has found one. Sadak will fall.
They are holding on to this with both hands as much as they can. Aspas trying to clear through. Oh, what? The drive-by. And Loud. Oh my God, how have they done that?
The molly will land, but it won't matter. They will get a victory lap around. Aspas will fall for